Our very good friend has been coming to this art festival every year since it started and has told us about it, but this is the first time we've ever been, which I think begs the question, why have we never done it before?
My goal with my work is always to make something that communicates something emotional. So when someone sees my work and they have an emotional reaction to it, that's when I feel successful as an artist.
I think the quality of the art is quite amazing. The
Variety.
paintings, as Sue says, the variety, the sculptures, some of the woodwork in particular is valid as well.
I choose wood as my favorite medium because every piece is a once living organism, and I feel like I'm bringing something back to life again by creating a sculpture from wood.
Well, I've been here. I've been walking around not just Vero, but other towns like Sebastian and Fort Pierce. And there's so much street art in those downtown areas that you can't help but experience it. It's right in front of you.
I get inspiration from everyday life. Everything around us is beautiful, whether it's flowers or the fruit at the grocery store. I just see something or an antique picture that sparks something, and I go with it and add fruit or flowers to embellish and make it beautiful and make it timeless.
If people are traveling to Florida, and especially on the East Coast, I would recommend Vero Beach. It's a really special spot. My dad used to live here in Vero, and he would take me to the theater. I was really pleased that he was taking me out, and it was a very nice venue.
I would recommend Vero Beach to anybody looking to travel to the area. There's so much to offer for all different sorts of people. I enjoy the nature and the landscape, you know, the vegetation and the plant life, walking through that. I enjoy that a lot.
When I went to the Vero Art Museum, they have an exhibit on the Egyptian art, Napoleonic Egyptian art. I was really thrilled. I really wanted to go back there. And last year I saw the car exhibit at the art museum, and that was really something.
So I believe I've traveled maybe 1,500 miles to get to Vero from the Chicagoland area. Vero Beach is a great town. It's got a nice culture and atmosphere. There seems to be a lot going on, a lot of different age groups and demographics, but it really blends together as one unique thing.
We live on Cape Cod.
But we visit a while.
It's super fun, like, you know the right places to go to. It definitely has a bunch of cool, like, local activities, and like the community as a whole is really good. So I'd recommend like making a stop.
As a travel destination, I think it's perfect. Perfect for friends and family to come and visit.
But what attracts me to Vero is the nice weather, the nice culture and atmosphere.
Because everyone here is like nice and like no one's like cranky.
And there's just so much to do.
There's a bunch of things to do, but it's not busy. Like I would definitely recommend it more than like Miami or Orlando.
Driving through Vero Beach, we found it very, very pretty.
It feels extremely nice, and it was always described to us, this area, as paradise, and I think it lives up to that description.
But there's so much day-to-day life of normal work and business that you don't feel like you're at some tourist trap. You feel like you're really visiting a lovely place that you could see yourself living in.
Honestly, it feels like home for us.
It just feels like safe and normal.
I'd live here.
We spend the winter months from January to April and can enjoy them at our leisure. And I mean, for us, it's home from home. Yeah. Friends back in the UK say, what do you do on a holiday that long? And we explain it's not a holiday, it's
just
life.
Living. Just living.
It's been a real joy to experience it, especially now sitting here under these beautiful live oaks.
Yes.
We always come to Under the Oaks. Every year my mom ends up getting something, like a painting, and we bring it back to the home.
So every year it's like a different one. So last year she got this one of a beach and a sailboat. And we have this room at our house. It's like the Vero room. So we have all the paintings in there. And it's just like a really sunny place.
So I came from Portland, Maine, and since I brought all my paintings, I had to drive. So it took about 28 hours in the car in total. This is my 5th or 6th year here. This particular show is really quite prestigious, and a lot of people come to see, and it's a really wonderful time to be here in Florida, especially coming from Maine. It feels very exciting. It's just a beautiful show. They do an excellent job running it. I paint a lot of people, and I've had a few people tell me that the people that I paint look exactly like relatives of theirs, and that's always really, really memorable and really fun because they have all of these really strong memories attached to this person, and I've felt that way about other pieces of art where I've seen something and had it remind me so much of something in my own life. And so it's really always very fun and memorable to hear what other people perceive in there.
I'm from Northern Illinois, so I think that's about 1,400 miles away. This will be my 5th time at this show. The reason I come back is I'm continually successful here. Finding homes for several of these can be a successful show. I have a couple collectors who are actually blind, and sculpture, by Michelangelo will say, sculpture is the ultimate art form. And that's because it's created in the 3rd dimension. Now, I had a person with a walking stick in my booth, and they really wanted to touch the artwork. And I said, absolutely, put your hands on it. And I believe she may have even felt the artwork, appreciated it more than maybe everybody else was. And she became a collector. That was really cool.
I'm coming from New Hampshire, but I love coming down to Florida in the winter and doing a few shows back to back and making wonderful contacts. And I've been coming to Under the Oaks for maybe 12 years, and it's one of my favorite shows. And the setting is beautiful, and I usually have a very good show. One beautiful thing was a gentleman asked me to paint some of his wife's favorite things from her mom and her brothers who had passed away. And he worked with me, and we put together a beautiful setup, and he said, could you hang it on in your gallery, and I'll bring her there. And she walked around, and when she got to the painting, she recognized all her memories and started crying, and it just makes you feel so good. And I felt like I accomplished what we set out to do.
I'd like to think that I could experience all Vero has to offer in a few weeks or maybe a month, but even then I think I'd still miss quite a bit.
It might take me a month to experience all the different things because they're different tours. I haven't even been to Pelican Island yet. And of course, all the restaurants. I haven't been to all of them yet either.
A month?
A good month, yeah.
There's a lot to experience.
Yeah, there's a lot to see and lot to do.
Enjoy the culture and wonderful little places like the Navy SEAL Museum, which is a big favourite.
I'm creating a lot of great memories with the people I'm with while I'm here in the Vero Beach area. I would recommend Vero Beach to anybody looking to travel to the area. There's so much to offer for all different sorts of people.
This visit has been one of the happiest visits I've had.
I don't think they could ask for much more.
What a pleasure it is to be here, and we feel very blessed.